Hi there, this is Leaf, but you may call me Mistress Throw That Axe in a Circle. Welcome to the We Suck at D&D Sextet, D&D podcast. This podcast is rated NSFW because it contains sexual innuendos, cussing, and a lot of violence. That means it's meant for mature audiences and those who need to be punished. Now, on your knees and enjoy. God, I hope that was better. I hated every second of that. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Ruby and Leaf. You both start to wake up, and as soon as you open your eyes, you see trees. Specifically, you see the tops of the trees backed by the sky, as if you were laying in the grass, looking up at them. And when you look around, that is exactly what you're doing. Looking up at the sky from your position on the ground, you notice an object way up there. Some kind of construct that flies slowly soaring way up in the sky. As the spell that put you to sleep wears off, you sit up and look around. You notice that you are in a small thicket of trees. You hear a sort of crackling sound, sort of like what you guys would know as like a speaker. And a very loud voice plays across the land. And you hear,
"And welcome, folks of all kind. Thank you for tuning in on your mirrors of vision, sight glasses of seeing, stones of far speech, or any other magical viewing item to Mondulia's 5th annual Gygax Legends Battle Royale."
We see a human and a dark elf sitting at a desk looking down at a giant field surrounded by mountains. There are various buildings sprinkled around, a lot of trees, a couple ponds, and an area where lava is flowing from a mountain. The dark elf says,
I'm your host, Mon Jadin, along with everyone's favorite co-host and game creator and very first legend, Jerry Gygax. Welcome, Jerry.
And then Jerry says,
"Thanks, Mon. It's great to be back. These games only happen once a year, but it feels like just yesterday we were crowning the last legends, who surprisingly are back again this year looking for another championship."
That they are, Jerry. Let's revisit that for a moment. As I'm sure you remember last year, it came down to a battle for the last handful of zones between Team Orange Skull Crushers, consisting of Citrus Diggums and Plumber O'Hare, and Team Blazin' Nugs, consisting of KFC and Special Herb.
That's right, Mon. Citrus Diggums, known for his oh-so-deadly shovel attacks, came swooping in from the top of a nearby building, shovel ablazing, but was caught off guard by a patient KFC, who was quick to let loose a barrage of fire arrows at Diggums, turning him into a pile of piping hot orange chicken. Just as the wind seemed secured, Plumber O'Hare came hippity-hopping in, winged KFC with a pipe thrown at the velocity that only the hair could let loose. Special Herb wasn't far off though, as he let loose his own special blend of herbs and spices in the form of several magic missiles. O'Hare? More like oh no.
Haha, thanks for that Albert & Sons flashback, Jerry. I guess it really was rabbit season. This year's game brought to you by Tiny Czar's Pizza, Mountain Slew, Coca-Mole, Literal Monster Energy, Bruno Mars Bars, and Pepsi. You know, Mr. Gygax, if not for you, none of this would be possible. So before we begin, I'd like to thank you for creating such a wonderful game for us to all enjoy. How about you tell them the rules?
My pleasure, Mon. Each player starts with nothing. They have a limited amount of time to find weapons, armor, ammo, spells, and potions. Whatever you can find and carry, you can use. Every so often, 4 zones will close randomly. Players stuck in the zones when it closes will be killed by the field of magic that takes over. The game continues this way until only one team is standing. Then they will be declared this year's legends.
You both stand there listening to all of this, and you hear the announcer Mon Jadin say,
Thanks, Jerry. Without further ado, let the games begin.
You guys hear a buzzer sound, and that signifies the start of the game. Where would you like to go? Before we get started, if you guys have any questions, I can answer that.
No, before we get started, I'm going to just throw you an entire round of applause for that. That was the most amazing back and forth. I hope every listener doesn't just take that entire rant for granted. That was beautiful from start to finish.
Thank you.
Good for you. I think we can end it there.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for coming to We Suck at D&D.
We've got it in the bag. How do you follow that? That was brilliant. All right. Fuck me. Okay. Before we get started, this seems oddly familiar to me. So I feel good just pressing forward. If Leaf has any objection to that, speak your mind.
I mean, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I think I'm hearing voices in my head, and if you're feeling confident about this, I guess I'll just follow you.
Were we privy to everything that was just happening?
Yeah, you heard that played over a very loud, I want to say speaker, but speakers don't exist. Just some sort of magical voice projecting device. Yeah.
Yeah, that shouldn't be strange to us at this point. We hear voices from trees, from a stone in our pocket.
Yeah. You guys are, just for reference, I thought I put a small thicket of trees in specifically for you guys, but around the corner of 31, square 31 was where the trees were supposed to be.
Which corner?
I was just gonna
Square 31.
Which corner of square 31?
Oh, sorry, the top right corner of square 31.
All right.
Where the 31 is?
Yeah, that's exactly where the 31 is. Where would you guys like to go?
All right, so assuming I roll as an Iresdalian. We're at where? 31?
Yeah, you're
31.
at right corner of 31.
All right. Hey, Leaf.
Hey, buddy.
I feel like we're really glossing over the fact that we were drugged and drugged here.
Yes.
The English lexicon.
I mean, we woke up and now we are instantly thrust into a new...
Right, and then they're just like, okay, so what do you want to do? Just like, oh, that's fine. You should be probably used to just...
Not even going to let us,
right,
assess the situation.
Yeah, none at all. They're just like, hey, want to play a game?
Like a real monster.
You know what? That is now my motivation, to win this game and then kill the people that... You know what? No, I'm trying to turn over a new partner.
We had a really dark time in that bank, so I feel like...
Didn't we?
I feel like
I got it out of my system, though.
Yeah, I think we should go into this with, a new leaf.
And Ruby.
Yep.
All right.
Boy, that new team really taking their time to get moving.
Yeah, what an interesting tactic.
It's going to work out for us, I have a feeling. All right. So it looks like if we're heading north, I can see a couple of buildings to our left with a small circus tent in front of it. And then to our right, I see a small windy mill. And then up ahead, there's a little farm.
I think I'd like to go to the little houses.
Want to go to the little houses?
Yeah.
Right.
Something about that windmill seems foreboding.
Doesn't it seem ominous?
Yeah.
I think it's the tattered blades on it.
Yeah.
Seen some shite. All right, you lead the way. I will. I'll follow enthusiastically.
All right. I make my way toward those little houses, and I'm just kind of looking around and taking in my surroundings.
Okay, so you guys that's about 30 feet away, so in one action, you guys are able to move all the way up to that house that is directly under the number 24.
Okay.
And that's where you are currently.
All right. Can we loot the house?
Sure. Why don't you both give me a d20 roll?
14.
14, that passes. Go ahead and roll a d100.
62.
62. Gavin, you also pass. Go ahead and give me a 1d100.
Hello.
2. Ruby found 87. All right, let me tell you what those are. So 62. Leaf, you are rummaging around, looking through various boxes and under pieces of furniture, and you happen to find a longsword sitting under a bed, just kind of chilling there in its sheath. And write this down. That does 1d8 slashing. The longsword can be used one-handed or two-handed. If it's used one-handed, it does the 1d8. If it's used two-handed, if you decide to take up two-handed slots, 2 hand slots, then it does 1d10.
Alright.
Ruby, you're rummaging around the other side of the building, kind of looking around, and you open up a closet and you find a half plate of armor. This adds 2 to your AC, but you get stealth disadvantage.
That's what an 87 gets you?
Yep, and it's all random. If you decide to it takes an action to put on and take off the armor, but I'll let you go ahead and do that now if you want to do it.
Yeah, I'll put it on.
Okay, so you don that armor. So let me just reread the encounter thing. Leaf, roll a d20.
19.
19. You're good. You guys loot. You find stuff. You kind of decide that building is looted out, and then you look out the window just to kind of look around, and you don't see anything. Nobody is coming towards you.
All right, perfect. I'm sorry. It's a -2 to stealth, my armor.
A disadvantage. So anytime you roll stealth, you're gonna have to roll twice, and then you'll take the lower of the two numbers. Yeah.
Not that this team ever uses that to their advantage. Anyway.
I don't know. We did a pretty good job. I think it was yesterday. I'm not sure how long we've been asleep.
All right. Oh, I should have rolled that a bunch of times.
But I feel well rested. I feel like we took a long rest.
It seems like we were out for a while.
Okay. So you hear the crackle of the speakers again, and the announcer comes on and he says,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and any non-binary folks, it looks like 25, Zone 25, Zone 32, Zone 22, and Zone 24 are gonna be quickly closing.
And he goes
Yeah,
out.
we're in Zone 24.
How do you know that?
You can't see the giant 24 floating above the building we're in?
Oh, that.
Yeah. Remember when we were back there and it said 31 real big above us? That's what that was.
You know, I just came to. I'm a little groggy still.
Understandable. It was a lot of context clues from the voice in the sky.
I'm marking out the zones that are in danger here. So that's Zone 25, Zone 24, Zone 22, which takes out a lot of buildings, and Zone 32.
All right. So I have a pretty decent game plan here.
All right, tell me what you're thinking.
So what I'm noticing is, do you see that giant 23
In the
over
distance?
there?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you see that? So what I'm noticing is it looks like that possibly part of this building is in that zone. So I'm thinking we could probably still loot that part of the building from the other zone before this gets swallowed up by a magical force.
You also have until your next turn before it closes, so you could always go over there, loot, and then get out of the zone.
Right, but there's a saying in Iresdale, it's called Mama Don't Raise No Fool, and I'm not about to be caught with my arse in a closing magical zone.
All right. Is that what you guys want to do?
Yeah, I've heard that's a common saying. All right, yeah, I'd like to go loot that other house across from us.
Okay. You guys head right across the little yard there. It takes about half of your action. And you go inside that house. Go ahead and both of you make a D20 roll for loot. Gavin, you pass. Go ahead and make a... Okay, so you rolled a 1.
Bummer, yeah.
Okay. Gavin, go ahead and roll a D100. Leaf, you are looking around and you open up a cabinet and some dust falls out on your head. And you sneeze a little bit.
Does it get in my eyes?
No, you're good. It just because you just did real bad looting. Ruby,
spitting it out.
You're looking around and you see imagine like a I don't want to say a coat hanger, but something where you would put like umbrellas and stuff, like something like a coat hanger base where you
thought you meant like something that was used for at home. surgeries.
No, like a jacket, like a stand-up jacket hanger thing. But imagine like like a base where you'd put like umbrellas or something. Yeah,
that's
rack.
A coat rack.
Sorry,
not a coat
whatever.
hanger.
Sorry. Inside that base thing, there is some like walking canes or whatever, but you see a javelin.
Oh.
And you pull that javelin out, and when you do, you knock over a small vial, and so now you have a javelin and a minor healing. The potion of minor healing does 1d4 plus 4 of healing. The javelin does 1d6 piercing, and it can be thrown.
1d6, you say?
Yeah, 1d6.
Well, I can tell you that this house is a bust. All I did was find dust in this cabinet.
You'll never believe what I found.
What? You're not going to tell me? Okay, cool.
Sorry, I have indigestion. I found.
I didn't want to know anyway. It's fine. Keep it a surprise.
That's all right. Keep your secrets.
Yeah.
I found this javelin, and apparently it can be thrown. I was just kind of checking the weight on it, and it really was begging to be thrown. And then I also found this little vial, which I can only imagine is a minor healing potion.
Wow, you were very observant. Well, lucky you.
Yep, I think it's this whole new kind of zen attitude I'm having towards everything.
Yeah, I'm really glad you got that out of your system in that bank.
Yeah,
it seems like we're off to a good start.
Yeah, put good out and you'll get good in.
You guys finish up your turn by walking outside the building, so that way you're not in the zone when it closes.
Walk outside the building.
Yeah,
Ruby,
before the magic circle closes.
Yep.
Ruby, you roll a d20.
Okay. I don't think that I can keep rolling too hot right now. Get your stuff ready. There's going to be a showdown. Told you.
2. Okay, we have an encounter. Okay, so I'm marking off the zones that are now closed. So, well, technically, these zones will be closed after this fight. So, let's see.
A fight, you say?
Yes. You guys walk outside, and then coming down from that tree up by the 23 is it is Barb the Barbarian.
Barbarian?
Strong as she can be.
Okay, so
fighting in 23.
She points at you and she's like, she just flips you guys off, and then she gets ready to. So we got everyone.
That was very rude.
Everyone roll initiative.
So I started to smile because I recognized like another barbarian, and then she flipped us off, and I'm like, oh, well, that's it.
I'm going to do finger guns back at her, and I hope it's offensive.
You just hear,
whoa, boy, look at that. Barb's getting pretty spicy.
At first, I thought that's what Barb said.
No, that was the announcer up top.
Fuck, that's a hard one to beat. 5.
So Barb got a 5. Ruby got a 4.
16.
And
Very
Leaf
nice.
got a 16. Okay, so Leaf, you are first.
God damn it.
Don't forget, we have all of our abilities, right?
I suppose you would.
Yeah, I mean, this is the Heroes Guild.
Yeah, I suppose you would have your abilities. That makes
quit
sense.
trying to just shamelessly plug your other game.
I hand her the orange Rugrats VHS. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my
you?
god, you could.
Should
you
I?
totally could. You totally could.
Can
We could
I?
just fucking walk out here. Wait, but it's done after that.
Is
Isn't
this
it?
what we want to use it on?
Until a long rest.
Oh, okay, so
Takes
yeah,
that
sure,
long to
sure.
rewind.
All right. As long as she doesn't break it, right?
I can't imagine. She doesn't look very strong.
All right.
She's just Barb the Barbarian.
So-
She's
I-
fucking muscular as shit.
She's
Ripped.
this massive woman.
She's what I thought you were.
It's the persona I give off, even though I'm only like 3 feet tall.
That was such a hard realization.
Sorry.
That's alright.
So I start to like slide the VHS tape out of my pocket, and an orange corner like kind of peeks out and like winks at Ruby, and I give Ruby a look like, huh? Like, are we doing this? And then Ruby,
And I go dun 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 dun.
and I take that signal and I fling the
I just unplugged
VHS.
my
I fling the
headset.
VHS tape at her, and I say, "Hey, catch!"
Okay. You toss the VHS at her and she catches it real quick and she's like, she
Oh.
looks at it. What?
You know the scene from Terminator where she goes, "Hey, catch," and she like throws the thing to the guard and then punches him in the face.
Oh no! Wait,
Wait,
no,
you're gonna
this is a
you're gonna
waste.
punch
This is a waste. This is a waste of a VHS thing.
But I'm just like preemptively, I'm thinking that's what I might do after she thinks about whatever she thinks about.
Yeah,
Because
because
what happens
wait,
is you're going to give her the tape and then you're going to get advantage on deception, persuasion, intimidation, insight, or performance. And if you punch her in the face, you're going to lose that advantage. So you're already going to have to
Fine.
convince her to do something else.
All right. Ruby, I think you're the... So I'm just going to say that I just think that. I don't act on it. And then Ruby, since she caught that tape, I'm going to need you to lead on this one since you are definitely the more charismatic of the two of us.
I think that's just the person playing him.
It's your turn.
Fuck. All right. Can I have Ruby whisper to me? Can my action be like,
Oh no, I am pretty persuasive.
I know. So, am I
Yeah,
persuasive?
talking is a free action, but if Ruby can't make any persuasion rolls or anything
Okay,
like that.
talking's free. All right.
Yeah.
Talking's for free. Touching will cost you. All right. So she catches the tape.
They say touching's against the law, but I see a lot of lawbreakers out there. Magic Mike,
Yeah,
nobody.
yeah.
That's a good.
That was a good
man.
Matthew McConaughey. I appreciate
If
it.
you don't feel just a little bit of a wiggle down in your pants when he says that.
I immediately envisioned Matthew McConaughey like spread eagle, like camera shot at his Cobra Cod piece.
Oh my god.
Don't give away the ending to Cobra Kai. I'm still watching it. The Cobra Cod piece.
All right, so she catches it, and what happened, Chris?
She catches it and looks at it, and this would be the time when you would try to convince her of something.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like I thought you were gonna tell us like what she.
Well, she's looking at it and she's
Envisioned.
having like, oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah. She looks at it and you mean your characters wouldn't really know this, but
Paint a picture for the audience.
Yeah,
It's
for
not
the
about
audience.
us.
she's having a flashback to when she was a child and she was eating her wheat.
Lucky Charms.
No, she was eating her Wheaties. She's a barbarian. Is that what they were called? Wheaties? Yeah, she's eating her Wheaties, and her
Mr. Gygax was on the box.
Mr. Gygax is on the box saying, "Eat your Wheaties and drink your Ovaltine," and on the mirror of seeing, she sees some other types of barbarians. What she sees is the Flintstones. And she's watching her favorite cartoon. She's watching Bam Bam smash people with his club. I didn't watch a lot of the Flintstones. Anyways.
Bam Bam did that.
Did Bam Bam do that? Okay.
Yeah, that was kind of his thing. He'd say Bam Bam, and then he'd smack people with his club.
I thought it was that he would like grab them by the foot and like do this.
He would also do that, but he also had a club.
Well,
and I think he would hit his parents with it. It was kind of a terrible thing for children to mirror.
Well, you hear from that mirror of sight, of magical sight, you hear Barney's or whatever laugh he did. And she hits him, Bam Bam hits him with a club, and she smiles. Now what do you do, Leaf?
Okay, wait, team meeting.
I lean in.
What is in the barbarian's hand?
Oh, are you asking me?
Angle.
Yeah.
I'm asking. Well, we can see her, so I guess I'm asking Alexa. But I think she needs to be prompted.
I was looking at you,
Sorry.
Chris, to tell me.
She has a great axe.
Oh, doesn't she? Just perfect. Okay.
What do you think?
So we have an advantage on persuasion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it persuasion? Yes, persuasion. What if we just picture the old... Did you know that it's impossible for barbarians to be decapitated? And see if she tries to do it on herself?
Oh, that seems a little dark. What if we just ask her to...
Okay, you're right.
Yeah, remember, we're trying to, back up from...
I believe the rules
Yesterday.
of persuasion are that, like a regular persuasion roll, are that you can't ask them to hurt themselves.
Okay. I've convinced a couple. Oh, yeah, I think I ended up convincing someone to kill someone else.
Yeah, it was someone else
on their team.
I was thinking more we ask her to maybe hand us her great axe.
That's an option, but I think she's going to have to die regardless. I think that's just how this game works.
We couldn't just tie her up?
And what, put her in the magic zone for her to be killed slowly?
Yes.
That's an idea.
All right, that's fine.
That's a great idea. Yes.
I'm for it as long as we're all morally obliged.
All right. I feel better about that. I don't feel like my hands are as dirty if we do that. Oh, hold on.
I feel way dirtier.
So I'm gonna rifle around in my pockets and look for. I know I have a rope somewhere.
Wait, hold on. Maybe we should try persuading her first.
No, we're gonna persuade her to give us her axe, and then we're gonna tie her up and slowly guide her into that area.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to persuade her to allow us to tie her up, though.
What if she's into it?
Maybe we should just shoot for tying her up then.
But she has an axe.
All right. Well, once she's tied up, we could take that. Yeah.
Okay.
But let's just, for the sake of limited.
Without another word, I hand the rope to Ruby.
Wait, no! It's your turn. You have to do it.
That was my turn.
Doing what?
Handing the rope to you.
Oh, son of a bitch! It's her turn now.
She's gonna go next.
God damn it. Okay, sorry. Hey, excuse me, ma'am. Can I just see if this fits you?
Okay, roll
I thought
persuasion.
we were going the dominatrix route.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
Do you want me to go that route? I can throw that in there, and Chris can just cut first part out.
Shh. For the sake of the listeners.
Okay. How does one even...
How do you revert? I'm just excuse me, ma'am.
Excuse me.
And then just jump into, you're scum and you deserve to be punished.
On your knees. Does she do it, Chris? Tell us.
You need to roll a persuasion roll with advantage.
God damn it.
I did it.
She's going to roll a save with disadvantage.
Oh, God. Okay. I have a 14 plus 2, 16.
Okay. Did you roll twice?
No. Oh.
Go ahead and roll again.
A A 12.
Plus 2? Okay, so the highest one's 16?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So she fails. So repeat what you
drops
said.
like a hot potato.
Repeat what you said. Because I was.
Right, so I pull out my rope. I look her in her eyes. I tell her, on your knees.
Okay, I thought it was more dirty than that.
Oh God! What do you
thought
want?
that's what
you
you
want me
said.
to add more to it?
I thought that's what I thought you had said more.
Okay, from where I'm standing, Leaf pulls out the rope, folds it a couple times, and starts slapping her hand with it, and then licks the rope and tells her, on your knees. Alexa might say what she just did, but I am watching her currently, and it's crazy. She's wearing stilettos all of a sudden, which bring her up to a whopping 5'4". And she's slapping her hand with the rope that she's going to tie her up with. She then licks the length of the rope. It's a long rope too. She's like running it up like a circus clown pulling a handkerchief out of a sleeve, running it down her tongue, and then she says, on your knees. And that's what happened. But she didn't say it with an accent.
And then Barb. Oh, go ahead, Alexa.
I was gonna say, and then Barb drops like a hot potato.
Barb, failing that charisma saving throw, I think is what I was supposed to roll, starts sweating, and then she drops and puts her hands and her feet behind, like kind of like tucked up, you know. Or do you want her feet too, or just her hands?
Her feet too.
Her feet too. She puts everything up, and she looks at you dead in the eyes and says, "Punish me." Go ahead.
All right, I take the rope and I trace it across her arm as I walk up to her. and I look her sweetly in her eyes. And then I put my hand under her chin and tip her head up toward me. Mm-hmm. And I tell her, you're not going to enjoy this. And then I tie her up.
Okay, Barb is tied up.
God, I didn't think that I could be made to feel more uncomfortable, like with all the things that we've said in the last couple episodes. That was a lot.
Well, she's tied up, and she's looking at you, waiting for more.
All right, I am going to take out a collar? No, that's not something I would have on me.
You don't have a collar.
You don't have anything else. I don't even know where you guys got the fucking rope.
Or the stilettos.
What? Okay, so...
We're also outside. The fact that you would walk around in what seems to be pretty fresh dirt.
I'm quite skilled. So I take the length of rope that's, I don't know, maybe looped around her neck, and I lead her like a dog toward zone 24.
She inches there like an inchworm because you've tied her feet and hands together and behind her.
Just choking her to death.
Yeah,
I drag her through the mud.
Yeah, so she inchworms behind you.
Wait, is 24 already closed?
No, these are going to close as soon as this part ends.
Oh my god, this is fucking brutal.
So she inchworms behind you back into 24, and then that's where you're leaving her?
I gently place her in square 24, and then I tell her, good girl. And then I suddenly come to, and I look down, and I can't understand why I'm wearing a leather outfit and stilettos.
Yeah, that Rugrats tape was intense. Even you went into a weird state of mind. Ruby is actually standing there still, just hands at his sides, like looking at you with that face that Gavin is doing right now, which is a very like disturbed face.
I considered, not for the sake of being creepy, but for the sake of like, she's all like, Barb's obviously very into this and she's going to die now. Like, kind of getting involved, at least making it worth her while. But
oh god,
it's right. But it got too weird too quick.
I'm putting a stop to this.
And like, she's not subbing for me; she's subbing for you. So if I just like threw myself into it, I'm just gonna hang out at 23.
All right,
Leaf. You start to
with
see.
His face.
You start to see like. Leaf. You start to see like magical electricity come out of the ground. And like start to reach kind of towards the sky as if something is starting to happen to 24.
Oh God, what's going on?
Come back to me.
I start kind of walking backwards toward the sound of Ruby's voice.
Hold
Okay.
to me.
And as you cross over the threshold between 24 and 23, lightning from the magical lightning from like the sky connects to that lightning from the ground, and Barb starts to scream in pain.
No, please tell me she had an orgasm before she
No,
died.
she's dead.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh
Wait,
my
did we get her axe?
God.
I guess it would still be on the ground over there.
All right, cool. Wait, but is it closed over there?
No, it's on 20. It's in 23 where you guys are fighting
Oh,
her.
wait. Okay, good.
It's still by you, Ruby. You never moved.
All right, I'm gonna pick it up.
Okay.
I don't deserve it. I didn't do any of that weird defiling, but I'm gonna hang on to it for now.
Okay.
I am somewhat confused and horrified because
Yeah.
I'm now wearing leather. I just watched someone be murdered in front of my eyes or killed.
While
in front of
hoping that you would get them there.
yeah.
That's the weirdest part.
Yeah.
Is it was like this. Fetishes are weird.
Hey, whoa. We're not going to kink shame on this
No,
podcast.
well, I mean, if your thing is being killed by lightning, then
It was not her thing. Her thing was
you
being
know-
tied up.
I think she liked it.
We can't ask her
Anyways.
now.
We cannot. It's neither here nor there at this point, is it? That's all right. I'm going to go take a bath in that little fountain up at 17, just to clean myself.
There's also the orange rograph tape is also on the grass where she got down.
Don't worry.
That's all you, Alexa.
I'm going to pick that back
I
up.
need leaf.
I'm going to pick that VHS tape up and also start changing out of my dominatrix outfit as we make our way toward that pond.
Okay. All right. So you guys are going up to that pond.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I
it
think so.
takes you pretty much all of your movement. We'll just say you go to the top of 23, nearish the top of 17. There's like a tiny bit of movement left. Let me see what I wrote for the pond, because it's kind of something new that I added.
What did you write?
Okay, so roll. So you need to roll to loot again. So roll a d20.
We can loot around here?
Yeah, you loot the pond if that's what you're doing. Or is that what you guys are doing?
Right
I
now
was
we're
literally
bathing.
You're just gonna try to get into it? You turn around and Leaf is butt ass naked. No, I'm just kidding.
Get into what, Christopher?
Get into the pond.
Is this what this entire episode's going to be? I just want to clean the filth off of me.
Yeah, I
feel
said get into the pond.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take it. Sure, I'll loot in there. Maybe there's something. You know, make hay while the sun shines.
I thought that's what the whole reason you guys are going over there for. There's no reason to bathe. This is far from over.
That was why I came over here, to just clean the filth of those last acts off of me.
Now that I'm done bathing, I'm going to loot around in this pond. Naked.
Okay.
Are we naked? Okay, so we're naked. I really hope nobody rolls up on us while we're naked, because I think it takes a turn
To get
to
dressed.
put your clothes back on.
I didn't know Leaf and Ruby were at this level of friendship.
Yeah, we've been together for a while. I don't find anything.
No,
in this
you
sort
don't
of-
find anything. You're like fishing around the rocks and you don't find anything. The rocks into the
But
water.
I do that thing where you dive into the water, but it's not that deep, but you just put your arse is the only thing above the water as you're trying to dive.
Okay. Like a
So
little
just
kid's dive.
arse, yeah, so just arse and the back of my balls are hanging out of the water.
You're naked too?
Give me your ball.
Yeah, no, yeah, we're both, yeah, we're just...
You're fucking naked. All right, Leaf, what did you roll?
I really hope someone doesn't roll up on us now. 10.
Wait, no, this is my Nickelodeon, this is my Rugrats VHS. It really, it gives me persuasion.
There you go.
Yeah, you
10.
got something. So roll another d20.
Okay.
No, D100, right?
No, not for this.
A 9.
A 9. You just find you are bathing in there, and you reach down, you drop the soap, and you reach down to pick it up, and you feel something in the gravel, and you give it a tug, and you pull up, and it's a potion of
No,
healing.
I'm just kidding.
It's a potion. You find a potion of healing. This does 2d4 plus 2 healing.
That's a good find.
oh, look at this. And I resurface and the potion's between my butt cheeks.
You found it. You sat on it.
I like stand up and I'm like, hey, look at that.
From now on, if I have to take a potion of healing, we're uncorking it. I'm putting it betwixt your butt cheeks, and you're going to have to like go back.
Handstand.
You're gonna fucking butt chug a potion of healing.
Potion. Yeah.
No. It's not going in her butt. It's coming from her cheeks out of the bottle.
Which is way less weird.
I would say so. Otherwise, you'd have to do a handstand with a bottle in your arse.
Weirder things have happened.
I think we'd be hitting a new level. I think that's the weirdest way we've killed somebody thus far.
It feels cruel and weird.
But at the same time on brand a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not that far-fetched
No.
for other things that we've done. We're like, you know what, I think we're going to turn over a new leaf and be good. Or we could just maybe, I don't know, exploit someone's fetishes and then drag them like a dog into a lightning. That's cool too.
All right, and you hear from the speakers.
Never stick to our principles.
You hear,
And all right, everybody, it looks like zones 6, 36, 33, and 26 are closing. So those of you who are maybe getting a little too fresh down there, cleaning yourselves off for the world to see, because this is a broadcast show, you're safe.
so 6, 36, and 33 are closing.
I feel like that guy's outing us a lot, isn't he?
Like only talking about our team and we're
Yeah,
what
like
we're doing.
he's not like, oh, you guys over at the haystack or something.
He didn't really say where you were.
Well, I mean, there's only a couple of places where you can get clean. There's like narrows it down to 2 squares.
So now they're gonna catch us with our pants off.
I'm putting my clothes back on. I'm getting out of here.
Yeah. I pull the potion from betwixt my cheeks and get dressed.
You shouldn't have. You should have just put your pants on over it.
It's like a secret potion.
That's one of your allotted potion slots.
How many can I fit in there?
What if
3?
that's what we called? What if we called butt cracks potion slots?
So it can start going.
And he's like, yeah, she's got a really nice potion slot, if you know what I'm saying.
I used to have a friend that had a lower back tattoo that said insert coin.
No.
Oh no. Okay.
We're
You guys
at 17.
You guys are in
apparently.
17. Yes.
All right. Do you see in 18, it looks like there might be a potion slot over on the horizon?
Yeah, that
Like a lopsided potion slot?
yeah, almost maybe even 2 potion slots. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah. Oh, no. If you look to the right, it's a potion slot. If you look to the left, it's a different slot.
Coin slot, definitely.
I wouldn't put coins in there. You're asking to go to the doctor. That'll throw off your pH balance.
Oh God, is that where you'd like to go next?
Now that we've described it as such, not really. But
Is that spot
Sure.
making you horny?
Oh God. Do I make you randy, baby? Do I?
all right, yeah, let's go to Coin Slot Valley and
Okay.
over to 18.
You guys move across to 18, and do you want to loot that, or do you want to move again?
I'll rummage around in that.
Okay. Only one of you will be able to loot because it's such a small area. Who wants to do it?
You.
Alexa, go ahead. I mean, Leaf, go ahead. Sorry. I grabbed that axe. It feels right that you...
I thought you said I grabbed that ass.
I grabbed that ass.
And I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. I kind of... Yeah, while you were rummaging around, I was like, I actually tried to grab the potion.
I might need this for later.
I didn't say anything because you didn't react, so I was just like, all right, we'll just not talk about it.
God. Okay. Yeah. Let me rummage while you're rummaging.
Okay.
My rummaging days are behind me.
I just got a 5.
A 5. That won't do it. There's nothing there.
All
all right,
right.
can I take a look?
Go ahead. You can see if you can.
Look, see.
You can see something. A 9. Yeah, you see something. So,
good.
Ruby, you're watching Leaf. She walks over to the spot between those two little hills, and she's like kind of digging a little bit, not finding anything. But you kind of look past her just a few feet and see a dead body. And so you just walk straight over there and take whatever that has. So go ahead and roll 1d100. You know what I'm saying. 48. You rummage around on that body, and what you find in the pocket is a bag of dust of disappearance. You can throw the dust into the air. You and each creature and object within 10 feet of you become invisible for 2d4 minutes.
What's that smell? It smells almost like a rotting corpse.
Yeah, Leaf, you're over there with like digging in the ground, just like, there's nothing here.
Is that what I sound like?
No.
I'm going to, hey, Leaf.
What's up?
I was going to say this action, but we can just act it out. This would be nice. That smell you were smelling, that smelly smell that smelled smelly. It's
yes, Mr. Krabs.
It wasn't plankton. It was a corpse over here.
Oh.
As you can see, are you looking at me while we're having this conversation?
Did you do that?
I didn't. I didn't do that.
Ruby.
Is it a fresh body?
Christopher?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, pretty fresh. Maybe it was from Barb.
I think Barb killed this person, but didn't have very good looting skills. She might have been harned up. Who knows? She might have been very distracted.
What makes you think it was Barb?
I think it's because there's a giant. As I take her great axe out and I just place it perfectly into the wound.
It fits perfect like a key.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. That seems about right.
Yeah, and it just kind of, because there's a bloody spot on the axe, I just kind of match it up over.
Chris, you won't have to put that sound in later.
No, it's fine. Gavin's got it.
Yeah, don't worry. So I'm thinking maybe Barb did this one, but she was too harmed up to check the body. And also it says Barb did this in blood.
Carved in their back.
Yeah, it says old Barb carved this.
Old Barb.
Barb the Barbarian carved this into his hard penis. Anyways, but I found you'll never guess what you'll never guess.
I don't know how you want me to do that.
Yeah. Sorry about that puzzle of a sentence. I found something. Oh, fucking hell.
Was it the body? Is that what
No,
you
I found more things. I found this dust of disappearance. It says it on this label. And just as a strategic move, I'd like you to have it.
Oh, thank you.
Please don't put it with the other potion.
Oh, damn it.
Put it with the other potion.
I pull my pants back up.
How about this? Put it with the other potion, but just make sure it's corked. I don't want your arsehole disappearing on us.
Okay.
Maybe just leaked out a little bit. Just a little.
Let's say to that. I take that from him and I put my hands behind my back and begin tucking it down my pants.
Okay.
Wait, we've never discussed this. Is Leaf double cheeked up?
On a Sunday, yeah.
All right, cool.
Like is she thick?
She's got the wagon.
Yeah, a fucking dump truck, dude.
Dragging that wagon.
You know, I find out something new about your physical appearance every episode.
3 feet tall
and
shelf ass.
And you just
small plane on it.
You just saw her naked in the pond, and you know that it's not because of the things she puts in her butt. She just has a dump truck.
Wow.
There was no way I wasn't gonna find that potion.
You know, I think
that's why Barb was so interested.
If there is a potion in here, I will find it. Don't you worry.
Barb just wanted to put her face between my butt cheeks.
But she's like, I am your potion.
Suffocate me.
I am such a little potion right now.
Treat me like your little potion.
Treat me like
God
a
damn
minor.
it.
Treat me like a minor potion.
All right, Marty, just like that, it looks like those zones are closed. Looking good, looking good. We've got some kills. We've got some nice looting. We've got some champions on the way.
Do you want to make your way over to that?
Sure.
Their house?
There's a house over there, isn't there? You go ahead and lead.
What did I just say right now? Not our house. I don't know what I just said.
No, I'm with you. But you just go ahead and lead. I just want to check something.
Okay. You hate to see me go, but you'd love to see me walk away.
I mean, you just go ahead and lead.
All right.
We're
I
making
start
Leaf
making
too
my way.
sexy this episode.
God.
All right, so we clap our way down to 19.
All right, you guys go to
Oh, my
19.
cheeks hurt.
You want to go?
I do. It's that potion and that bag. I can't quite
Oh my god.
get them to sit
If
in
I
there.
find some fresh powder dirt, I'm just going to sprinkle it down there because something's got to be rubbing at this point.
Hey, girl,
Oh, God.
do you have a potion and dust of disappearance in your pants, or do you just have a dump truck for an ass? That's I'm
God,
gonna
I thought you-
use that from now on.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to go really well.
Yeah. Please use that on Jess next time.
Okay,
Let us know how that goes.
I'll do it as soon as she gets
Is there
here.
a potion of minor healing and disappearance in there? Or you just have a dump truck of an arse? That's fun.
You guys going
Everyone's
into the
there.
building at 19?
Yeah.
Okay. You go in there. What do you want to do?
I kick the door in
Okay, you kick the door in.
and I loot around in there.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a d20.
20.
20. Yes, you find something. Give me a d100.
57.
57. Gavin, are you also looting?
Sure. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Okay. Leaf.
You don't know. I'm going to take this time to... Where are we at? 19? At the right side of 19?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do something that might be frowned upon by the gods. And I am going to go to that haystack over at 20.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to climb to the top of it and get a vantage point.
Okay. You go and do that. And in the meantime, Leaf, you find sitting on a coat rack.
There's
What
a
are
lot
those?
of coat racks in
On a
this.
coat rack, you find a chainmail vest. And what this does is adds +3 to your AC, and it has a stealth disadvantage.
Oh, +5. I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Okay, Ruby, give me an athletics roll.
Athletics or acrobatics?
I'm going to put that vest
You can
on.
choose.
I can't.
No, you know what? Acrobatics is more like flipping around, like flipping and doing that kind of shit. You're climbing, so that's athletics.
All right. 14.
13.
14.
Oh,
Plus 1.
oh, +1. Okay, 14. Yeah. The haystack isn't like staying together great, but you do make it to the top after with some trouble.
Perfect.
While Ruby was climbing, can I yell to him from where I'm at?
Sure.
I poke my head out the window and I go, "Hey, Ruby,
Yes, Leaf.
you have something on your ass."
What is it?
My eyes.
Am I double cheeked up too? I'd imagine I'm not.
You're-
I don't look the type.
You're pretty double cheeked.
You never
You're pretty
know.
thick.
If my character was double cheeked up, he'd look like the devil from Cow and Chicken.
You guys, you guys are adventurers. You do a lot of walking, a lot of leg exercise. You're pretty double cheeked
So
up.
we both have some pretty nice arses.
You both got cake.
Actually, I wish someone would have walked up on us in that pond.
They would have fallen in love.
Astounded.
Yeah.
What?
Just the most gorgeous
They-
arse. And
they would've-
how's the back of my balls though? Is that good too?
Depends if you manscape, I guess.
I don't.
Like,
Oh.
how could he?
How could he?
You guys are all over the place.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll just like kind of like a dog with worms, drag my arse across a bramble bush.
Oh,
and that
God.
gets rid of some of it.
All right. What are you doing on top of this haystack?
Just looking.
Roll perception.
All right.
I'm just going to say, if anyone comes at us from behind, they're going to be at a disadvantage.
They'll have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, definitely.
At
12.
10. That's very average. Oh, 12.
Yeah, plus
okay. 2. You see that the building over at 21 looks like somebody may have gone through it. There's some doors open. And 14, you can see there's a house. You can barely see the doors, and it doesn't look like anyone's gone through it. You can't be 100% sure. That's pretty far away. Make a, while you're looking, make a D20 roll.
20.
A 20. Okay, yeah. There's nobody in between you. There's nobody around. You don't see anybody around.
Right.
Okay. And then as you look around and see all this, the hay where you're standing gives way and you fall through to the bottom of the haystack.
Whoa!
And
Like that.
you land
How
on
big was that haystack?
It was really. It was taller than the building you were in.
It doesn't hurt you, but you do land on do land on a pile of like bones. And then you like as you kind of orient yourself, you see that it was 2 bodies. Obviously been there a while. But you see a couple of helmets sitting there by the bodies. You see a helmet looks like it has what appears to be rabbit ears and a rabbit face painted on it. And you see an orange circular helmet that kind of looks like an orange.
A citrus orange?
A citrus orange.
Like maybe something that belongs to, I don't know, a dynamic duo by the names of Plumber O'Hare and Citrus Diggums.
The very same.
My God, the callbacks in this.
And right. you guys can put those on if you want to.
I'm going to put on Plumber O'Hare's helmet.
All right, you put on Plumber O'Hare's helmet and you walk out of the haystack, and freaking rock music is playing as you walk in slow motion carrying the Citrus Diggums helmet. Would you like to offer it to your partner?
Leaf.
What's that?
Put this on your head.
Okay.
A man died in this.
Oh, well, I definitely don't want to put it on my head now.
Are you sure?
I sniff the inside of the helmet.
It smells so good, like fresh orange.
I dive into it.
Okay, you guys throw it on, and you guys feel so cool in your head. You hear it almost like it's playing through speakers in these helmets, just rock music, and you feel like champions.
Wow.
I feel like a champion. Do these do anything?
I don't know yet. But if I know.
I feel like they do. All right, I was prepared to write that down.
All it is you can only walk in slow motion. It gives you disadvantage.
No, you feel something, but you don't know what it is that you're feeling. So you'll just have to keep them on and find out.
It's an allergic reaction to citrus.
No. Why would I ever? I would never punish anybody for repping city digs and hair. So what do you guys want to do? I guess I need a roll. Hold on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, 4 new zones are closing. If you are in 3, 30, 23, or 17, get the fuck out of there.
Okay. You guys are to the left of that haystack in 20, basically right in the center.
All right, Ruby, where would you like to go?
So, putting on these helmets has really got me thinking.
About?
Well, just about the fragility of life and how 2 great heroes can fall at the blink of an eye. Mm-hmm. And where do we fit in the grand scheme of things?
You know, I also was having thoughts very similarly to that. I mean, Pop-Tarts are basically calzones.
Noted. Anyways, and I'm wondering, on this giant ball in the middle of a magical universe, and we've already seen evidence of other realms and universes, where do we fit in? Are we just a small blip, or can we really make a change? And it really motivates me to get out of this terrible, horrible situation that we're in, and really do something that's going to echo into eternity, you know? And with that, I'd like to go up to 14.
I hear you loud and clear.
All right, you guys walk.
Up to 14 it is.
It uses all of your action to get from where you are to the top right corner of 14.
How much time did my monologue take, or how many actions?
None.
I was not even kidding. If it went any further, going to close the zones.
And on our trudging over to 14, because in real life I'm really now tossing around the idea that Pop-Tarts are calzones. I object. That's a ravioli, right? But is it calzone or ravioli? It's just a big Irish ravioli, right?
Yeah, but I feel like it has more of like a crust, like a calzone. Ravioli doesn't really have a crust. It's pasta.
So in that case, is a crepe a calzone?
But you don't like stuff a crepe and like press down the edges, do you?
I think I have. I had one in San Francisco and it had stuff in it.
Does that make an omelet a calzone?
Says the announcer from the top.
No. I yelled to this guy. No. An omelet's more like a ravioli.
Okay.
Oh, right, because it's homogeneous throughout, or the outside is homogeneous. Oh, I'm with you. I understand your definition.
I'm glad we could have this talk.
All right, you guys are at the top right corner of 14.
I'd like to make my way into the corner of the cabin that's like going into 15.
Okay, Leaf goes into that cabin.
Is there a door there?
I'm
There's
going
a door
to
on
make a
both
door.
sides. I'm just going to say there's a door on both sides.
You don't want me to break the cabin?
Bet you if you just threw your art in a circle around it, it would probably open right up.
It suddenly becomes a magic cabin.
You'd actually make a portal by throwing your ass in a circle. That'd be amazing. Anyway.
Anywho, I'm going to go into this cabin in the woods over here. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm just going to sit out here and ponder that whole calzone.
All right.
No, I'll go. I'm going to go in with you.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to loot around in the cabin.
Okay. Give me a d20 roll.
11.
11. Yeah.
really
Give me a
want
d100 roll.
Oh, I rolled a 20. A 20.
Yeah, you also forget something. Give me a d100. Leaf, with a 29.
Why did you say my name like that?
I don't know.
Leaf.
Leaf, with a 29, you are, you're looking around and you see a war pick leaning up against the wall.
A war pig?
A war pick.
Oh.
Generals gathered in their masses. Ta-da!
Just like witches at black masses. Oh, I couldn't get that low.
Evil minds that plot destruction. We could do the whole song. You guys want to do the whole song?
I mean,
Sorcerers of death construction.
I'm about to rewrite the song for this episode and make you guys do it.
I'll do it. You think I won't do it?
Yeah,
I'll do it.
if you think I won't throw my whole body into that, my whole ass, I will.
Ask me if I'll do it.
Will you do it?
Oh, Lord,
Now I'm gonna have to do it. I gotta think of replacing the lyrics for this.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Yeah, you find a war pick.
Oh my god, my
does,
door's wide open. I'm sure my wife wants to kill me.
That's a two-handed weapon.
She's like, I just put the baby down.
She did, actually.
That's a two-handed weapon. It does 1d8 piercing. How many hands have you taken up already? You are holding... What are you holding right now?
Nothing.
You have a great axe? Oh, no, you don't have a great axe. You have a...
I have a great axe and a javelin.
You have 62...
I have of the things I found a long sword, a vest, and now this war pig.
Okay.
And a couple Irish potions.
Yeah. And the dust.
Ruby,
Ass dust.
you're looking around.
Did you put that into your... I'm sorry to interrupt. Did you put that into your inventory when I handed it to you? Mm-hmm. All right. I'll remove it from mine.
Ruby, you're looking around and you see a blowgun sitting on the counter.
All right. Do I have to remove something to grab that?
Well, you're probably not. Once you hear what it does, you're probably going to choose to leave it. It literally does 1 piercing damage.
All right, I'm going to leave it right there.
Okay.
You know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to fire 1 shot and try to make it out the window of the fire window in the room. I'm going to roll for that.
Okay.
See if I do it.
Nah, you hit the wall.
All right, and then I set it down. I go, this thing's stupid.
Okay, yeah, you stuck the dart in the wall. You put it down. Leaf, make a d20 roll.
Uh-oh. I think I've alerted somebody.
13.
13. No, you guys are still good. Not a
Wow.
soul. But the announcer says, all right, everybody. Oh, sorry. I always go back. I always default to Sikinar.
Alright, and it looks like those zones are closing up, so if you're in there, sorry, but you're gonna die.
Sucks to suck.
This man is so cavalier with the concept of death and murder.
And we're really getting down to the nitty gritty now, not a lot of people left. What a wonderful show it's been.
Perhaps one day Flonase will sponsor this competition.
Or Affleck.
Aflac? Mm-hmm. The insurance company? Mm-hmm. Maybe one day. I'm not sure.
I think she's saying it because of the Affleck.
Oh, does he sound like the dog?
The nasally.
Oh, okay. All right. No, we're on the same wavelength.
Not at all.
So we're at 14. I don't know what to do from here. Hey, Leaf.
Yes.
What do you want to do from here?
I was thinking of maybe going up through all of these cabins. I mean, we're only in one right now, right?
All right.
Yeah, you're only in 14.
All right, I'm going into the next cabin to go look around in there.
Okay, the one up or the one to the right?
To the right.
Okay. Leaf walks out of the building and goes to the building on the right.
And I throw my ass in a circle.
Okay, she's over there throwing her ass in a circle. Ruby, do you want to go as well?
Sure.
Okay.
Something about the trajectory of her arse actually created some kind of
Centrifugal
vortex.
Yeah, and I was like, and I just kind of
get drug across.
It didn't suck me in, but it definitely like persuaded me in.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just a magical force pulling me towards it.
All right, you guys are both in the building on the right.
As I'm throwing my ass around, I'm like, if there's a potion in here, my ass will find it.
Okay.
I
So
hope
are you
nothing in
looting?
your arse is carbonated.
Okay, make a d20 roll.
What if that potion of disappearance was carbonated?
Where are you going
it
with
would
this?
pop out.
And you're just like,
I'd be like Kim Kardashian,
yeah, you blow the car on, yeah.
but the other way, into a glass, into a goblet.
What did you roll?
11.
Okay. Yeah, you'll make a D100 roll.
Oh, man. I'm thinking that instead of you 54, I feel like oh no, I didn't get that. I feel like one episode one day that you do just like a one shot to practice, that all of the sound effects should just be anything that we can do.
Just all of our own sound effects. Mm-hmm. All right. While you're spinning around, you bump into like a wardrobe closet, and the door jostles open, and out falls a shirt of ring mail, and it's +3 AC, stealth disadvantage, but you can't have that and your chainmail.
Well, it wouldn't matter because they're the same.
Are they? Yeah, they are.
+3 to AC. Yeah.
So you could leave it if you want.
I like the sleeveless look.
Okay. Ruby,
Yes, sir.
what are you doing?
You know, I'm trying to find some ranged weapons, honestly. So I'm going to do some searching of my own.
Okay.
What is that? What is it called? Sans ass shaking.
Okay.
Yeah. So
No. You don't find anything.
it didn't even roll the dice this time. That was weird.
It just showed me it showed 1.
Yeah, me too. But typically it rolls a virtual dice, and it didn't do that.
Oh,
this
it
time.
does? Mine never does that.
Yeah, every time I do it, it throws a. Let me try it one more time and just see. I will stick with the 1. But
I think it's because you put a space in between 1 and D20.
yeah, it was. All right, don't worry. We'll keep it with the 1.
Okay.
But yeah, nothing.
All right. So, yeah, you guys, that's what you find. Ruby found nothing, and Alexa found, or Leaf found ring mail that she's not going to use. And let me roll for this. So,
Nice.
All right, Mom, looks like we're getting down to the last few teams, but we still got some zones to close. We've got, that's the wrong color. Zone 29, 26, which is already closed, so as a result, 27 will close, and 14, which if you add those original numbers up, it adds up to 69.
all right. So those
Nice.
zones are closing. The one right above you and to you guys' left is going to be closing.
Okay. Do we see anyone coming?
Oh, yeah. You go make a D20 roll, Alexa.
10.
10. You hear some noise outside.
Ruby, do you hear that?
I didn't hear anything. What did you hear?
It sounded like
Rustling.
Actually,
no.
raccoons having sex. In the
No, it
bushes?
sounds like you know that crunchy noise that snow makes when you walk on it.
Yes.
It sounds like that.
Or that crunchy noise that raccoons make when they're having sex.
in snow.
It's the exact same sound as when you walk on snow.
I picture when raccoons are having sex, like it's really passionate. It's just like really just like the hips are grinding.
It's almost like a dance.
No, do the sound. Do the sound that you were going to do.
Me?
Yep, of raccoons having passionate sex.
Just like with a crunch background, just and just. But they're just like one like the female raccoon's just going for it on herself.
There's
She's
usually like a soundtrack. It's like a
yeah. Yeah, and she's like riding him, but she's like playing with her hair and just like really, like just good speed. Yeah, it's not for him; it's for her. She's really like, she looks just the way she wants, and she's just putting on a show. And he's like, "Oh, that's that. Oh, I'm hitting bottom."
I'm so glad I asked.
Yeah, it's the best. It's like I look out the window and just see like the pornographic. I just peer my head out the window and just, oh yeah, I hear it and I see it.
Oh,
And
God, well, good thing it wasn't an enemy.
I just have a quick wank. I just get one out real quick.
Oh, God.
No,
not the raccoons.
If you saw it, you didn't see it. Only I did. It was perfect. They felt it on an emotional level.
No, you don't see raccoons having sex outside. If you're going to look outside, you're going to see something else.
I guess I just jerked off to something else then.
Ruby, what is out there? Tell me what you see.
As I finish, I just go, never mind, it was just 2 sticks.
That was all in your imagination?
Yeah, but I do finish. Make no mistake.
Okay.
Ruby, what do
Ruby,
your
when you-
Genasi eyes see?
As you guys look outside, you see 2 figures approaching.
Raccoons.
No, you see 2 masked figures approaching.
Oh, they have masks, but they're not raccoons, huh?
They're not raccoons.
Definitely, the masks say we're not raccoons.
And you hear the announcer say, "Oh, look at this. It looks like last year's champs, KFC and Special Herb, are about to go head to head with this year's rookie team."
But we're wearing O'Hare and Diggum's attire.
They know that you found that. The
I
announcers
would
do.
imagine they killed them, so it'd be weird.
Yeah.
Oh my god, maybe we should convince them that they didn't die and we're them. That would spook them.
Okay, well, since they're the reigning champs, I think I'm gonna rage up.
Okay. So you guys exit the building and rage up
Get a rage on.
to
Wait, do
confront.
I have to exit the building?
I mean, I suppose
Because
you. I suppose
if
you.
I have a window between us, I have a ranged attack.
Yeah, Chris, why are you trying to take our cover
You have a
away?
ranged attack without a ranged weapon.
He has a bow and arrow.
javelin. No, my javelin.
Oh, that's right. He has
that.
a javelin.
have a bow
You don't
and
have to, but 9 is about to close, and half that building you're in is going to be engulfed.
Are they in 9?
No, they're at that tree in 15, approaching you, and the
You're at the
announcer
back.
also just announced that everyone was there. So
Wait, where are we? We're in 8.
We're in 9.
you're in the building in 15.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just walk to the front. That's where I saw them, right?
Yeah,
From
that's kind of where you are.
Window?
What I'm saying is you don't have a ton of space.
Oh, so I might get trapped in there?
Yeah, there's a door in front of you, but that's like you have like a corner of the house.
What should I... Would it be better if I left just for...
I think we should dash to 8.
Wow. Do they see us?
The announcer just said that you guys were all there.
So, yeah, they're
We
pretty...
stealthily use that invisible. I dig around in my pants. I pull out that invisible dust.
Why are we are going to have to fight them eventually. Why are we prolonging this? I think we should use the invisibility as an offensive move.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like we have the advantage over them.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. So and we can both use it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So sure.
All right, I loosen the strings I pull down my pants, loosen the strings on that small pouch, and I throw my ass in a circle and sprinkle us with dust.
That
All right.
I just kind of dance around as she twerks fucking invisibility glitter all over the room.
I'm throwing it back so hard.
Roll 2d4.
And looking back at it.
Alexa, roll 2d4. Yeah.
4. How? Just the fact that 2 4s.
So you have 8 minutes of invisibility starting now.
All right, 8 whole minutes I bought us. What would you like to do?
Oh my god, we could fucking destroy them in 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Do we have to roll for?
We could hand them an orange Rugrats VHS tape.
Do we have to? Yeah. Do we have to roll? No. Do we have to roll for initiative? I'm fucking killing these guys for city digs. And
as soon as you attack while you're invisible, they're gonna have at least an idea of where you are.
but it's going to be at a disadvantage.
But you can do a surprise attack.
All right. Yeah. Let's do a surprise attack. I'm not even going to bother throwing anything.
Okay.
Let me bring up my weapons real quick and see what the fuck I've got. What's the great axe do? I didn't get any specs for that.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
The great axe.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, am I killing time right now by learning this?
No.
Well, I have it just going. The great axe is 1d10 slashing. Two-handed weapon.
I'm going to bust out that great axe and I'm going to walk up to herbs and spices and I'm going to slash one, aiming right for the head.
Okay. Make a attack roll. 1d20. Or no, yeah, 1d20.
Do I have advantage on this because I'm sneaky boy?
Yeah, you'll have advantage.
Okay, 9.
A 9. That's not gonna do it. Roll advantage. So roll again.
18.
18. That will do it.
Perfect.
So go ahead and roll attack roll with it. So it's 1d10, I believe.
A 6.
6.
It was right there on the 10.
So you swing and you slice into an unsuspecting special herb who takes that hit, spins away and like falls to the ground and like kind of starts to roll away from you as KFC looks in the direction of the hit. And Alexa, I'll let you do an attack roll if you'd like.
Yes, I would.
It's before combat's going to start.
Okay.
And until your timer's up, they're going to have disadvantage on attacks against you.
Okay, perfect. I also want to use my great axe and take a swing at whichever one Gavin.
Do you have a great axe?
I do.
The special herb is kind of out of your range. You're kind of more near KFC.
Who am I? Okay, then him.
Okay. Make a attack roll.
18.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you hit. Go ahead and roll 1d10.
No. I can do this. 10.
Okay. So instead of chopping down like Ruby did, you take that axe and you go from a wide swing from behind you down and up, and you slice up across KFC's chest, and she stumbles back, falls back, lands on her butt, and then turns it into a back roll and kind of rolls away and draws her weapon. And everyone needs to roll initiative now.
17.
15.
Okay, so Ruby got 17 and you got 15. Mm-hmm. Okay, Ruby, you're first. So both of them have their weapons drawn, and they're like kind of trying to decide where they're going to take their shot because they can't exactly see you.
All right, I'm going to again with my great axe out.
Okay.
I'm going to take another swing over at special herbs and spices. That's a massive 3.
3. You have advantage still, so go ahead and make another roll.
And a 4.
Okay. As you get close to swing, you step on a stick and it breaks, and you swing, and an herb ducks under the swing and rolls out of the way. Leaf, it's your turn, and KFC now has looked over towards where that snapping stick sound was.
All right, I'm going for just a second blow right now.
Okay, go ahead and roll your
16
+2.
Oh, and
right.
you're raging. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. When you say +2 to the first attack, do you mean to hit or to the damage?
The damage, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, +2 melee damage with strength weapons, and a great axe is a strength weapon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the 16 that you just rolled hits. So go ahead and roll damage. 5.
All right, I'm going long. I'm gonna go longsword because that's the one that has the ability to have the 1d10.
Okay. So you're holding that with 2 hands. What was the damage you just rolled?
5.
5.
5
With the
plus
+2?
That's with
No, that's the with +2. I rolled a 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you come across and you take a swing and you strike what seems to be mail armor, and it cuts through a little bit into KFC's arm, and she turns and yelps and spins away and then points her weapon at you, but she's still trying to figure out where exactly you are. And Special Herb decides where he's going to take a shot at Ruby, where he thinks Ruby is, and which is by that twig that just snapped. And he's going to make a attack roll with disadvantage. First one is 13. Second one's 2. A 2 definitely won't hit. So he fires a actually it's not a crossbow, it's a short bow. He fires a short bow and it just sails right on past you.
Alright.
So KFC, she decides where she thinks that you are, Leaf, and she's also going to do this. She's gonna let loose a bolt from her crossbow. She has a crossbow. I'll just go ahead and roll 2d20, and then one's a 3 and one's a 5, so that's not gonna hit. Also, bolt just sails on past you. What is that beeping noise?
My turn.
Does anybody? Oh, the timer's up. That's what that beeping noise is.
Damn it.
You guys shimmer into view now. I was like, what the hell is that beep?
I roll an 8. My rolls are fucking shite all of a sudden.
Okay. An 8 is not gonna do it. So what were you attacking with?
The great axe.
Okay, so you step up to take a swing with the great axe, and then you shimmer into view, and Special Herb sidesteps as you swing down, and it like chops into the dirt. Leaf, your turn.
All right. I guess now going for once again just another attack. Now that I'm in view.
See if you can twerk a little bit more of that invisibility potion out. twerk like our lives depend on it.
It's a one-use bag of dust.
I know. It's just I've never got to say the words twerk like your life depends on it.
Now you have 10.
10 does not hit. So same thing. You take that longsword and you go to stab KFC because I think, if I'm not mistaken, and people online, please don't tear me apart for this if I'm wrong. I think stabbing chainmail is the way to like pierce it. It's like the best way to pierce it, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm with you. I know exactly. I'm a bit of a chainmail connoisseur, and yes, it is only for cutting defense.
Yeah, so you go to stab and you shimmer into existence, and she turns and it kind of glances off that chainmail, sure. And she brings up
the halberd. Just so you know, the halberd was invented as a response to chainmail.
Oh, really?
It's an axe with a spike on the back of it to pierce chainmail.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
The more you know. See, this is an educational podcast.
So,
do you guys remember the show Deadliest Warrior?
Yes.
I loved that show.
They made a video game out of it. It was actually pretty good. It was free for Xbox.
Oh.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, I played it. I think it was broke at one point, and I was like, I'm going to play this religiously, and I did.
Ruby, 17? Does that hit?
Fucking barely, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Special Herb brings up that bow now that you're visible and just lets loose an arrow. And it hits you for 1.
Oh yeah,
you're so coy.
Oh, I hope it doesn't hit me. I'm now like I have a fetish for this.
Hold on, I typed the wrong
no,
thing.
Are you going to hit me with your sword? I mean your crossbow or whatever you have.
Okay.
It's
a 1.
It's just enough to turn me on.
But it hit. But it's +4, so it's 5 total.
Oh.
It cuts you a little bit on the side as it kind of hits.
Is this going to be the sex episode?
Every single one has been getting a little worse.
I'm definitely doing a dominatrix intro for the NSFW.
Oh my god. No, listen to me. If you're going to do a dominatrix intro, you fucking go all in.
I'll commit.
Don't half-ass that shit.
I'll commit to it.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay.
Leaf. Does a 13 hit?
No.
Okay. So KFC, as
I'll
she
forever wonder what that sentence was going to be.
as she turns to avoid your stab, brings up the crossbow and kind of shoots it across her own body towards you, but you jerk your head to the side and it kind of whiffs on past. And back to the top of the order, Ruby.
Ruby is fucking furious that they're sidestepping his swings. So what he's going to do is he's going to swing again. Fuck it.
All right.
And I'm not typing. Where was I just typing? Right. Let's see you sidestep that.
A 7 plus anything?
No.
Okay. So you bring that axe up out of the ground and you take a wide swing at Special Herb, and he fucking jumps. And
He doesn't just jump, he fucking
jumps and does
Watch me fucking jump.
and it goes slow motion as he does like a side flip over your swing and then lands back in front of you as your swing just sails around and doesn't connect at all. Leaf, your turn.
Oh, Leaf, hey, don't forget you have 2 attacks when you're raging.
Do I?
Yeah, remember that was like a thing that we talked about at the last one.
Oh, apparently I didn't remember that. Okay. I'm going for a forward and back swing.
Okay.
Christopher, you remember this, right?
I think I do remember.
Now that
Good thing I
bring it
have
up.
lucky. Fuck. You know what? Got him with that 7.
Are you gonna try to attack again?
Oh yeah, I fucking sure am.
Okay.
14.
Fucking
14.
14.
What?
Okay.
2 7s and a 14?
So you take a step forward, you take that first swing, and KFC moves again, and you miss. But what she didn't expect was for you to stop that long sword from its momentum, and then bring it back in a backswing, and you connect for how much?
7.
7 damage. Okay.
Oof.
You connect and it clashes with that chain mail. It doesn't cut through, but it hurts. It's almost like you kicked her in the chest, like Spartan style. She gets knocked back onto the ground and the momentum rolls back to her feet, so she's not prone. Then Special Herb is going to leap towards you, Ruby. I'm gonna make an attack. Plus 5 is 19.
Plus fucking 5?
Yeah, plus 5 to attack.
Yeah, that hits, but fucking why does this guy have plus 5?
The champ, baby. The old champ. All right.
Well, to all the listeners, this has been a pleasure.
So, Special Herb jumps forward and in the same motion grabs your shoulders and pulls you down and throws a knee up and just hits you right in the helmet, and it splits that helmet from the front of the mask all the way back to the back of the helmet, and for 4 damage. And you roll to the side and he rolls past you and is probably about between 5 and 10 feet away after coming to a stop.
So the helmet is broken now?
It's cracked, yeah, down the middle, and it's coming off. Like it's falling up. It's starting to fall apart.
That's a bummer.
I really did think these helmets were going to do so much more.
KFC brings up her. She pulls out a short sword and is going to swing it at you, Leaf. And let me see if it hits. Plus 5, that's 11.
No.
Okay. So she swings, but she's a little bit too far away from you, and kind of you lean back a little bit and kind of whiffs there. Ruby, I think it's your turn.
Sorry, I haven't been documenting my damage, but I remember what I took, so we're good.
Okay.
Right,
I have not.
I'm just gonna keep swinging away.
Okay. There's about a 10-foot gap between you guys now. Do you want?
Oh, okay.
To...
I'm gonna just throw my javelin at him.
Okay. Roll to hit.
That's ranged, right?
Yeah.
Would that be acrobatics?
No, it's a ranged attack.
I don't know.
You can use your bow stats for hitting, but you can't use your
fucking
bracers
kidding me.
because you're not using your bracers.
No, that's fine.
Use your bow stats to hit, but do the damage of the javelin.
Right. Hoity. Let's see. Where the fuck is that?
Should be a 1d20
There we go.
plus something.
Actions, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so wow, hit is +8.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that hits.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
At 2.
2. Okay, not a ton of damage. You throw it, and Special Herb tries to dodge, but what happens is like he puts his head down and tries to move out of the way, and it kind of catches his shirt, and then cuts him on the back as it slides down and just completely rips his shirt down the back. And as he rolls to the side, his shirt just kind of falls off and rags. And Leaf, make a perception roll.
Ooh, what am I perceiving? Motherfucker. 14.
14. Under his left arm, like on his ribs, you see something familiar. You see a birthmark that you recognize.
Oh god.
And it is gonna be. Let's see, Ruby, you just went Leaf. It's actually your turn.
Shit. Okay, hold on. Can you give me 2 seconds so I can look at something?
Yeah.
Okay, it's my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see that birthmark and I completely stop dead in my tracks and I go cold. And what is Ruby doing at this point?
Ruby just got hit.
I'm still trying to fucking. I'm so mad.
I put a hand on Ruby, like a steadying hand.
And I say, get the fuck off me. just kidding, I don't do that.
Like,
I don't
okay,
do that.
then I turn. No, I'm just kidding.
Remember, you have a helmet on, by the way.
Okay, yeah, no, you're good. I put a steadying hand on Ruby. I take, with the other hand, I drop my sword. I peel my helmet back. And then I start lifting up my shirt.
Okay. Are you revealing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Leaf, when you pull your helmet off, you see you see Special Herb. A look of recognition comes over his face, and as you pull up the side of your shirt and you show your birthmark, which is matching, he pulls off his mask, and your brother Herb says, "Leaf?" I'm sorry, that's not his voice. He says, "Leaf?"
I have tears streaming down my face.
And he puts a hand up to KFC and says, "Stop, wait. This is my sister."
I don't know what to do. I'm dropping to my knees right now. I'm just like totally
I'm
overcome.
going to attack with advantage.
I trip Ruby.
All right.
Ruby, you hear, "Ruby?" And you look up, and KFC pulls off her mask, and you see Kelly Clarkson standing there.
I attack immediately. No, I'm just kidding.
I should have known it was Kelly Felicia Clarkson.
No, idiot, it's Kelly fucking Clarkson. And she runs
that's
over.
right.
She runs over and she wraps her arms around you. And Herb walks over in just disbelief and kneels down to your level.
Oh,
And
it's a shame I jerked off just recently.
and he reaches out and wraps his arms around you.
I embrace my long-lost brother.
I put my tongue in Kelly fucking Clarkson's mouth.
Okay.
My eyes fly open, and I'm like, who the fuck is this bitch?
Yeah, so it's a very...
Where are we? Are we in 15?
You're in 15.
All right, and we just roll around in the snow.
Yeah.
Should I roll for that?
No,
Should
you're
I
good.
roll for rolling?
Unless you're going to make like a snow angel or something.
No.
Okay.
We're
Not sexy enough.
Nah, we might be melting some snow, but we're not making any sculptures.
So there's a moment of just you guys embracing each other, and then you stand up and you dust the snow off of you, and Herb says, "Leave. What? Why are you? What's going on? Why are you here?"
I mean, that's kind of a long story.
I mean, it's just we're the last teams left. We got time, I think.
I stabbed my brother.
There you
I'm just kidding.
What?
Why are they here is another question.
Why don't you speak in character?
Would somebody like to fill me in?
And Kelly says, after you left,
That's not what Kelly sounds like. I know Kelly.
Please do her accent.
Kelly has a Southern Belle accent.
okay, she says, well,
High-pitched.
after you
Fair.
left. No, I'm not doing that for the rest of the
That's
fucking.
what she sounds like, though.
No, I'm not doing that.
How
Okay,
am I
fine. All right,
supposed to-
all
You're
right, fine.
She,
No,
you
fine.
know what? She talked in a Scottish accent.
No,
actually.
she doesn't. No, she's a Southern Belle. She says, well, Ruby, after you left, I hate this. I hate. Okay, she says,
I won't laugh. I'm sorry. You're doing great.
okay, so, KFC looks at you and she says, well, Ruby, before y'all left, after y'all left Iresdale, the red herrings, they got out of hand, and I couldn't stay there. But when I left, I had nothing, and so my only choice was to train up and fight.
Wait.
And I've turned out to be really good.
I thought it would be a good thing that the Red Herrings took over.
No, they're a criminal organization.
But I was part of the Red Herrings.
I know. That doesn't
What if
make it any better. They got real bad when you left. I mean, they were getting bad anyways.
This
They
is
were.
a dreamy voice
This
that I
is
need you to
why
talk
I
in
left.
all the time.
Listen, the logistics of why we're here isn't important. What's important is I'm here staring at your beautiful face right now. And you know what? I'm never going to leave you again.
And
Unless I have to kill you right now. And then, wait, I don't know. I hope I never have to leave you again.
and then Herb says, and the people that Mom and Dad sold us to, sold me to.
I mean, how could I forget?
The ones I was sold to, they got me because they wanted to raise a champion for this game. They wanted a Gygax Legends champion, and so I've been training for this my whole life.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea.
Well, what happened to you? I mean, what's led you here?
Well, I got abandoned, and then I got adopted by this really, really nice couple whose names are escaping me right now, but I know
That's
they're
all right.
in my
We don't need
notes.
that.
Okay, good. I got adopted by this really nice couple, and they took me in and were so inspiring, and I wanted to join the Heroes Guild because of them, and yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm
Really?
hero now, I guess.
You're a hero. Huh. Never thought I'd see the day. And Kelly says, Ruby, are y'all a hero too?
All right, so I have to come clean with you because I've disavowed lying since I told you I was going to look for work. And that's a big part of my character and who I am. I am a hero now. But it's not all it is not all it's chalked up to be. I went to become a hero and turns out I'm working for the biggest dickheads in the world. And through a series of missteps, I've landed here. We were roofied and sent here to fight in this fucking awful game. And my only question that I have now is where do we go from here? And it plagues me to think that something bad's going to happen, but just from history's tellings, I think something bad's going to happen now. So I think we should run away. Can I switch teams and just kill Leaf and her brother? I'm asking if it's an option. I'm not going to do it. I'm just wondering.
I mean, I
What
thought
if
maybe
it's an option?
I thought maybe we could just all
figure
leave
it out.
together. I don't see why we gotta only leave in twos.
I
don't
am.
know.
I'm getting
Maybe
a
we're-
little insecure, and
Calm down.
I look over. No, not because of that. I look over and I go, Ruby, who is this?
Oh, Leaf. I'm so sorry. I forgot. You were
Suddenly,
there for a second.
suddenly,
I'm crushed. I take psychic damage.
no, suddenly an earth-empowered arrow hits the ground right in front of Herb, and a rock shoots out in front of him, knocking him on his back. And Jasper and Jans, still wounded,
no!
but in werewolf form, leap from the trees and begin immediately to engage Herb, who sees this threat and vanishes behind a veil. Jasper, led by Jans, who's using his senses to track, commence to chase after Herb. And they're gone before you can even say anything. Like, they've taken off towards Herb. Oh, meanwhile, Schmerp, appearing from behind his invisibility spell, leaps towards Kelly with his mace. And Kelly sees Schmerp at the last second and spins out of the way, just barely being nicked by the mace on her shoulder, but falling off balance enough to fall over to the ground. He's like, "Don't worry, Ruby, I'll save you." And he's like walking towards you, swinging the mace.
Okay, I'm going to jump in front of Schmerp and I'm going to go, Schmerp, you're not yourself right now.
Eat a Snickers.
He stops and he swings. He stops and he kind of stops swinging the mace. And he's like, "Well, I am assimilated, but I am still Schmerp."
Trust me, Schmerp, you're not you right now. You're 100% not you right now. I can look at you and tell. You're not you right now. Just please put the mace, is that what he's using?
Yeah.
Down. This is the love of my life. Was gonna be my wife. You're gonna cause me some strife. Don't do this.
The commentators above say,
Well, it looks like we have a little bit of a turn of events today out here, Mr. Gygax. We're going to have to turn on all of the magical fields on the field and put this to an end because there can only be one.
and electricity starts to come out of the ground all around you guys.
I throw that ass in a circle and open a vortex. Jump in.
Kelly says, "Everybody follow." Oh, sorry. Kelly says, "Y'all follow me."
I follow her.
Okay.
I follow begrudgingly.
So there's 4 of you right now, and she casts invisibility on all 4 of you, and you all start running.
How's that gonna help us? Electricity that's everywhere.
Well, they're kind of trying to turn on the one specifically where you're at right now, but they're going to be turning on all of them. So
Right.
you guys follow Kelly. You guys are all running, and after what seems like a never-ending forest, you come out through a narrow pathway in some mountains. Like you go into that, and then you go cross through the mountains, and you come out on the other side. And on the other side, she leads you to this like it's like some sort of small establishment where there's like a stables, and she runs in and she says this is where they keep y'all's gear whenever you go in. This is where we kind of all get ready. So just look around. And you guys look around, you see pretty easily that your packs are sitting next to a couple of horses that you can grab and just load onto the horses real quick. But you can't keep the stuff that you had from the game. There's just not enough space.
I didn't want it anyway.
I hated all of my stuff.
Okay. The only thing I'll let you keep is the potions. So, you guys...
Okay, before you climb up on that horse, I'd probably rearrange those.
Nope.
Alright. I just don't want to share a horse with you, and if so, I'd like to sit in front.
You guys all have your own. Each one of you has your own horses. So, Kelly takes the lead.
I feel like you're about to heal a horse.
You three hop on the other horses, and you ride off. After a long, grueling ride on stolen horses that you found outside the battlefield located south of the Green Mountains in the southwesternmost part of Mondulia, you guys ride out of that area, and you all arrive in... You ride past Iresdale, and you ride into Yorkshire. Kelly leads the three of you up to a large mansion, and she stops and unlocks the gate, and then hops off the horse, unlocks the gate, and then leads all three of you up to the front door, where you get off the horses and you walk up to the door with her. She says, winning Gygax Legends pays really well. And she looks at you, Ruby, and she says, after y'all left, Ruby, I didn't know what to do with myself. I began training. Eventually, I decided to join Gygax Legends. And then I teamed up with Herb, and we won. And I took my winnings and my royalties from all the brand deals, and I bought this place. Not bad, huh?
Well, that's not too bad. I don't want to play the jealousy card or anything, but how did you meet this man?
Oh, it's sort of... When you join as a single person, they kind of find a teammate for you. His teammate died, so I ended up being his...
Maybe it's all the training that you've done, but I remember your voice being so much more high-pitched.
Oh, well, that's just damage from me yelling when we're playing when we're in Gygax Legends, yelling.
Gygax Legends.
When we're in the game and we're yelling back and forth and it gets really strenuous, it kind of does some vocal damage.
Of course, it's called a vocal fry.
Yeah, vocal fry. So she unlocks the doors and swings them open to reveal a large foyer with ornate pottery, rugs, furs, and chandeliers. You name it. It's beautiful. She turns and beckons you all in and says, welcome to Chateau Clarkson, my home. She leads you guys to a little living room area, and she says, oh, by the way, there's like an endless supply of literal Monster Energy drinks from my brand deal in the kitchen if y'all thirsty. Knock yourselves out. Hey, what's up, everybody? Chris here from We Suck at D&D. Thanks so much for listening to Heroes Guild Episode 7. We really hope that you enjoyed it. Stay tuned after these music credits for that parody of War Pigs that we were talking about earlier in this episode. But as far as the music goes, we have Lo-Fi Chill Hip Hop by WinnieTheMoog, Sports Zone by BrendonW, and Powershift, written and produced by Dark Fantasy Studio and Nicolas Judy. All of the links, like always, can be found in our show notes and on our YouTube page. Thanks so much, everybody.
And welcome, folks of all kinds, to the annual Mondulia Gygax Legends Tournament. I'm your host, Mon Janet, here with Jerry Gygax, the original legend. And we have such an exciting game today, don't we, Jerry?
That's right, Mon. We've got all kinds showing up to fight each other to the death, just to be crowned this year's champion. What are you gonna do to claim your title as the legend?
Well, you know what, Jerry? I see a lot going on down there. Let's talk about it. Justice gathered in the masses, boxed and roped in other classes. Teams of two plan for destruction, force fields of magic make it function.
In those fields the bodies burning, for victory they all are yearning.
Challenges of every kind, one to the earth's favorite pastime.
Oh Lord, yeah! Nice little break there. Oh, hear them drums playing. Might have to break this up. I don't know what key I'm going to sing this next part in. Good thing we got this nice instrumental break between each stanza. The game masters hide themselves away. What contestants start little wars? Around the world, people watch and pray. They hope their favorite player has good roles. Yeah!
Time will tell who the victors are, killing each other just for fun. Champions may give battle scars, your zone's closing, better run. Yeah!
Oh, we're fucking killing now, boys. Ready for the instrumental break? Just a nice instrumental break right here.
Guitar interlude.
God bless anyone who sat through this entire song, whether it be ours or actually Black Sabbath's. After looting, check who's near. Roll past 10 and you'll be clear. Under 10 you'll have to fight. Gygax legends test your might. Swinging weapons, punching, kicking. Zones are closing, time is ticking. A trial to find the hardest hitter.
Award the crown to the victor.
Oh Lord, yeah! That took me a long time, boys. Not all of the lyrics matched up like all of the syllables. It was a tough one. But that's alright, we got her done. Oh, get it. Oh, them drums on the way out. Ooh. Damn, that's a long outro. I hope we don't play the whole outro. That would be... That's just an egregious waste of everyone's time, isn't it? Oh, but how do you also deprive someone of this? Oh, that's you just made over that guitar. Oh, you don't want to keep people away from that sexy guitar, do you?
I'm so sorry. I think I fucked up that line both times, so you're just not going to get that line out of me. Pick literally anyone else's line. Your line, Gavin's line. I cannot say a trial to find the hardest hitter. I can't do it. I don't know. I'm a mess. Okay, I'm going to save this now. Ta-ta.
Oof, that was rough. Yeah, hurt my throat. Doing those two voices in a song, especially Jerry's, is torture on my vocal cords. My throat feels like it's been stabbed and I have a headache. I might as well swallow sandpaper. It hurts my